We are live, Unoriginal FC back in the cut. It's been a minute, but I am here today to tell you that the Hornets are a clear and present danger in the Eastern Conference for this upcoming season. You want me to expand upon that? No problem. Here's why the Charlotte Hornets. Yes, the Charlotte Hornets. I know people are looking at me crazy. The Charlotte Hornets. The laughing stock of the NBA. The most bummy franchise that the league has to offer. Yes, the Charlotte Hornets. Just the franchise that has never won anything since winning began. They ain't won nothing. Perennial losers. Yes, the Charlotte Hornets. This is who I'm talking about. They are a clear and present danger in the Eastern Conference this upcoming season. Number one reason being, the man on your screen right now, LaMelo Ball, out here dishing out dimes, a genius level playmaker, and really an elite scorer. People don't want to give him that tag. When people talk about Melo, you always hear the common phrase, he's a fun player, he's a facilitator, he likes to pass the ball. I'm not saying LaMelo doesn't like to pass the ball. I'm saying you lot like to downplay just how much he loves to score. That boy's a shooter. But you look at the current roster that the Hornets have. You look at the likes of LaMelo Ball. You look at the likes of Brandon Miller, who if it wasn't for Wembanyama just being fucking Victor Wembanyama, Brandon Miller would have been a Rookie of the Year. And the way he is playing, the way he played last season, listen, I fully expect Brandon Miller to be able to average 24 points per game next season. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Brandon Miller was in All-Star talks. This is how good Brandon Miller is. The Charlotte Hornets now have two players in LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller who are legitimate All-NBA prospects. Legitimate All-NBA prospects. You look at their skill sets, pardon me. Brandon Miller has All-NBA potential at the wing spot. He has All-NBA potential. He can shoot. Decent handle. Brilliant scorer. Can score 3 levels. And can defend at 6'9". And you're pairing that up with LaMelo Ball, who is an unreal shooter, an elite facilitator, genius level facilitator at 6'7". To add to that, the Hornets have now re-signed Miles Bridges. Yeah, a lot of you people still got your gripes with Miles Bridges. Listen, that situation's been cleared up. It's done. It's over with. He had another baby with the girl. The lady in question herself has come out numerous times and said that she doesn't consider him to be a beater, to be a violent man. And anyways, I'm rambling. Besides the point, we'll stick to basketball here. Miles Bridges as a basketball player is a borderline all-star, bro. He's a borderline all-star. This is a man that can give you 20 points per game. This is a man that the Hornets play at the 4 because you can use him at the 4 to be a complete mismatch. He's a complete mismatch at the power forward position. He's too quick for fours and he's a big, strong guy. A little undersized to play the 3, but even still, what he offers to the Hornets, it's akin to what I believe Draymond Green offers the Warriors. I believe that Miles Bridges can play that same sort of role for the Hornets. That dog-like mentality, that enforcer in the locker room, Somebody that is willing to be the villain on the court. That is willing to be somebody that puts their body in line, that puts themselves about for the betterment of the team. And on top of that, he's just a hell of a ball player. He's a hell of a ball player. His playmaking ability is severely underrated. He can score the ball. Elite athleticism. Jumps out the gym. Bro, the Hornets got some shit, man. The Hornets got some shit, and you lot are probably still watching this video 5 minutes in, laughing, thinking, bro, why is this guy talking about the Hornets, bro? The Charlotte Hornets. Bro, that man ain't gonna do nothing. Listen, I don't know how good you lot think the East is, because from the playoffs that we just watched, the Eastern Conference is anybody's. It is up for grabs. I don't know about you, but I was watching the playoffs last year thinking, bruh, like, nobody in the East is crazy like that. Obviously, you got the Boston Celtics, right? You got the Milwaukee Bucks. You could say the 76ers. I know obviously the Indiana Pacers made the conference finals and whatnot, but you consider them, those three teams I mentioned initially, Boston, Philly, Milwaukee, I feel like Miami Heat as well. You would consider those 4 teams the big hitters in the East. But when I look at Boston and Milwaukee and those teams, LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller perform brilliantly against these guys. LaMelo Ball in particular, go and watch some of LaMelo Ball's games against the current NBA champions, the Boston Celtics. They can't do anything with him. And these are just some of the things that I look at and I think, with the way the Hornets are building their roster at the moment, you know, I haven't even mentioned the likes of Trey Mann, Mičić, Davis Bertans. Oh, sorry, Davis Bertans got waived. My apologies. But the Grant Williams, you got Mark Williams, Nick Richards. Like, the Hornets, for the first time in a long time, actually have a team that has a bit of quality and depth, that actually has some respectable NBA players on their bench. When have you ever looked at the Charlotte Hornets and thought, rah, like, these actually have bench pieces that could actually provide us with something, that can provide us with some quality minutes in the rotation? When have you ever looked at a Hornets squad and thought, damn, like, the 8th man, the 9th man, and the 10th man on this bench can give us some quality production? You've never thought that. Those words have never come out your mouth when speaking of the Charlotte Hornets. Not anymore. Not anymore. I truly believe now the Charlotte Hornets have a team that is worth screaming about. They finally have a team, I believe, that can make some real noise in the Eastern Conference. I'm not saying they're going to go to the finals. I'm not saying they're going to go to the Eastern Conference finals. But I'm saying I would be disappointed if I didn't see them in the playoffs. I'm saying I'd even be slightly disappointed if they didn't manage to win a first round. I believe that much in the skill set of LaMelo Ball, the skill set of Brandon Miller, the skill set of Miles Bridges, with the complementary pieces around, like the Mark Williams, like the Grant Williams, like the Josh Greens that you acquired from Dallas. The Hornets have ball players. I haven't even mentioned the likes of Nick Smith Jr., who is an absolute X factor coming off the bench. Bro, the Hornets have pieces. I don't think I've ever been as excited going into a season for the Charlotte Hornets, with some real expectation behind what they could achieve. Hornets Nation, I truly believe this upcoming season there is a team that can get you to the playoffs for the first time in donkey years. Now, of course, all of this that I'm speaking about, all this hype that I'm giving you lot, the way I'm gassing this up, none of it will matter if LaMelo Ball can't stay healthy. There is a caveat to all of this, of course, LaMelo Ball's health. And not only just LaMelo Ball's health, because last season, majority of the Hornets roster was battling an injury crisis. I mean, the Hornets always seem to be battling an injury crisis. So, of course, the huge caveat for all of this that I'm telling you, for all of this, for this whole video that I'm making, the huge caveat is LaMelo Ball's health. We are in year 5. And as a massive supporter of LaMelo Ball, as a massive supporter of LaMelo Ball, we are in year 5. we're approaching a very dangerous territory. I truly believe this season we lay it all out on the line. If LaMelo Ball is unable to provide you a season of health, then all of this will be for nothing, unfortunately. But I don't want to rain on the parade too much, because what I've just said to you is very obvious. It's very obvious. It's something that we all know. But, barring any sort of injury, the Hornets really can make some noise in the East, man. I really believe in this team this season. And I would be disappointed if they didn't make it to the playoffs. And once you make it into the playoffs, it's anybody's game, especially in the Eastern Conference, because I look at the teams in the East and I look at them and I think, LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller, there's not a defense in the East that can stop them. I don't truly believe there is. But of course, we'll have to find out. With that being said, Unoriginal FC, it's been a minute, man. It really has. But I'm back. And boy, it's up now. Like, comment, subscribe. Run up the likes, man. Run up the subscriptions. Do you get me? Those that have been supporting me, that have been watching my videos, I appreciate you. I love you all. Unoriginal FC, over and out.